everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, so this is the midday update. Got a couple of things to talk about. I'm just gonna let y'all know what it is. Oh, first thing I want to say is it's so funny. So I go to the bathroom. Y'all know somebody stole my pen. Like we in the courtroom. Like the audacity, like the hate that a mofo have to have against you for to steal something from you when you're in a courtroom. But you know, shout out to that person. I hope the pen does good by them. Hope they, because they don't know what to do with a pen. If they knew what to do with a pen, they wouldn't need to steal mine. They wouldn't be so angry at me for doing what I was doing. So shout out to the person that stole the pen. I know who the person is. Shout out to them. They did not go unseen. Just so we clear. Anyway, um, so a couple of things happened today. We're gonna go into real quick. Obviously, as always, I'm not gonna tell you everything that happened. I'm just gonna give you little snippets. You're gonna have to pull up later. We should be able to go live earlier than our normal Tonight Show. We should be able to go live hopefully around like before 7 o'clock. We try to go live before 7 o'clock for y'all. So hopefully I get back to the crib before 7. We go live before 7. So we got a couple of things to talk about. They showed the video footage, and shout out to TMZ, not a real shout out, just so we can be clear. TMZ footage actually made it to the courtroom. So I got a couple of things to say. I wasn't able to actually watch the footage when it was played in the court. The attorney was standing for a good period of time, was standing between me and the monitor. And in all fairness, I can't just report on when she moves out of the way what I can see, and then when she's in the way, I can't see something, then I can't report on it. So that's just not fair. That's not honest reporting. So I reported consistently up until my vision was obstructed too much for me to have a, a a fair, it's all about fairness at the end of the day. I like I do a kind of a dangerous job because for what I do, you're gonna have people that they want me to say what they want me to say, then the other side is gonna want me to say what they want me to say. If they care. They're gonna want me to say what they want me to say. This person's gonna want me to say what they want me to say. I'm not here to say what anybody wants me to say. I'm here to just tell you what I see, I observe, and then when it's the time, we're having a discussion, I'm here to tell you what I think about what I saw and what I observed. All right. So anyway, getting to the end, somebody stole my pen today, yo. Is the hate real? Like, what the hell, fam? That's like we playing basketball and you go steal my sneakers because you can't get with me on the court. Like, yo, man, we can't beat this guy. We gotta steal his sneakers. Make him play barefoot. Also, we're in a courtroom. You act like I can't just go get a pen. Like we're in a courtroom. What you gotta do? We're gonna get a pen, fam. Like what the fuck? Anyway, um, let me go over what I've already notated that we can talk about today. First thing I want to say is, um, so remember the information that we had yesterday, the previous day, about the audio recordings from the jail. I don't know if we're gonna go over the audio recordings from the jail today or not. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But the defense was because it was put into evidence late. Now, what everybody might not, what some people might not know is, everybody might not know, you can't just. This isn't television. You can't just have people storm into the courtroom and be like, "Your Honor, we got some new stuff going on. Nobody knew about." Like this got to go through people. So the information has not been disseminated to the jury yet. The jury hasn't had the opportunity to hear this information, and it's basically a recording that was had inside of the courtroom. Pardon me, inside of the jail by TaxStone. Remember, I told you TaxStone had a legal phone when he was locked up in Rikers, and the prosecution tried to make a big deal about it. They was like, he had a legal phone, contraband, stick it to him. Yeah, what up, Brooklyn GQ? Say, yo, we got a illegal phone, stick it to him. Is that the homie? A legal phone, stick it to him. And the judge was like, look, man, everybody in Rikers got illegal phones. We're not doing this. Yeah, that was just funny. The judge was like, look, man, from what I hear, everybody in Rikers got illegal phones. We're not throwing more sanctions on top of, whatever. We're not, making his life more difficult. Everybody got illegal phones. Also, just so I can be clear, I think that's the best way to handle it. I think that's the best way to handle it. What up, News the Rap? I think that's the best way to handle it because the only way that these phones are getting in the prisons is by the COs and shit like that, right? So unless you're gonna go and find out which COs brought the phones into the prison and then reprimand them, like what are you doing to the prisoner? You already took the phone, like that's good enough. You feel me? They probably sat in a hole or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's good enough. Whatever y'all deal with, that's y'all shit to deal with. That's not our shit to deal with. That's one. Two, for everybody that don't know, prisons have their own courtrooms. So when you get into trouble, like on Rikers Island, you don't come out here to go to court. Like they have their own court that you got to go to in there. You got to go through there. So also that doesn't belong in this courtroom is what I'm trying to say. In any regard. And just to add insult on top of injury, while we getting at the freaking COs that's doing all this, okay. While we getting on the COs that's doing all this crap, just to add insult to injury, sometimes they allow illegal phones in the prisons just so they could tape your conversations. So stop thinking every time you get an illegal phone that guy's the plug. Sometimes that guy is the plug to the electric chair. Make sure that you know what you're doing out here. Anyway, in any regard, that evidence, that audio evidence, was given over to the defense today. I don't know if they're going to actually use that right now, just so we could be clear. I have no idea where K Flock is currently housed. He's on Rikers, as far as I know. Just so we can be clear. I believe he's on Rikers. I believe K Flock is in Rikers. Anyway, in any regard. So, and also the MCC and the MDC, that's for federal when you're holding somebody that's in, I believe, in trouble with the feds. So he might have got shipped to the MCC or the MDC by now. I have no idea. I'll look into it. I'll see if I could ask around or whatever and try to find out. In any regard, the audio that they played that off the record, I already told y'all what the audio was off the record. I'm not going to mention it again because, God dang it, because it's off the record. So I'm not going to mention it again just so we can be clear. But the audio is off the record. That audio was just given to the defense. So at some point they're gonna play that. They're gonna play that for the jury. I don't know if that's gonna be today. I don't know what day that's gonna be. I don't have the slightest idea. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that like the content. That's a whole fact. So they gave them all the video recovery stuff or whatever, held by security, can't record the minutes. So I'm not gonna tell y'all again what was on or whatever that was on, just so we can be clear. Oh, they doing a whole photo shoot outside, a whole model photo shoot. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look, they doing the whole thing right here. Look at this. Boom. They doing a whole model photo shoot. Shorty right there got but don't. I've used that word in like 20 years. Shorty that's holding the white thing. Sheesh. That lady just walked out. She just gave me some weird look. Shout out to her. I think she's pregnant though. Not that I'm against dating pregnant women. I mean, I kind of am. It is what it is though. Anyway, in any regard. Yeah, see, they doing the whole photo. Oh, she's a cutie too. She's a cutie. So just so we can be clear, there's a detective, Joshua Rosenbaum. I'm going to be telling you about what happened with him. He's a drug enforcement agency. He has quite a sheet of what he's been doing out here in the world. He's lit apparently as far as the police go. As you can see, I take real notes. I don't know how nobody else is. I'm going to tell you what it is. I think people don't know how to take notes when they go to court. That's why whoever stole my pen, because I'm really making him look stupid. I mean, whoever that is look really bad because they don't know how to take notes. This is why it's important to know how to do school. This is why it's important to know how to do school. School teaches you how to do notes. School teaches you how to sit and listen. It's important to do school. Make sure that your kids understand the importance of knowing how to learn. This is important. I know everybody want to go outside and have fun and enjoy themselves, but knowing how to learn is of uber importance. Do not confuse this. in any regard. If I didn't know how to learn, I wouldn't even be able to give these notes. You understand what I'm saying? You have to know how to be able to sit there and listen. Shorty a whole cutie. She a model. I don't know. I don't know many models. Yeah, so that's what you gotta understand. Okay. She got a patio. Y'all know I don't be just throwing the camera on people sometimes. Sheesh. Anyway, so they had a lot of people's evidence before we get to the actual video. They showed the truck. Oh, TaxStone, he looked like he was upbeat as usual. He didn't look downtrodden. Like, sheesh. He did not look downtrodden. Sheesh. She be in the gym, homie. He didn't look downtrodden. He didn't look like depressed. You know, he looked like he's doing his trial. He's doing his whatever. You know, he's doing his minutes. But his suit he had on today, they had him in a really dark suit. I believe it was. I don't think it was navy. I think it was black. He had a nice dark tie on with a black shirt. It was lit. I don't know what you're telling. He was looking nice. I don't know what to tell you. And it's kind of hard to look nice when you're out there also, because one of the things that you have to understand is they might not be allowing people to say, not this courts. Remember, they shipping him somewhere else. But you know, there's always douchebags down the chain that don't want to let you get your clothes from your family. But his family is like keeping him with nice clothes on. They're keeping him, you know, whatever. Let me get to the story. He looked nice today. Everybody looked nice today. The freaking stenographer came in today. Her outfit was lit. Like everybody is looking nice. Everybody is putting on the Ritz. TaxStone this is not a federal case. This is a criminal case in criminal court. This is not a federal case. This is a criminal case in criminal court. And the proof of that is TaxStone is, yeah, hold on. They got the model right there. She doing, the model chick is cute as shit, not for nothing. She got nice boobs. You know, I like the small boobs. I don't like the big boobs. I like the nice regular size boobs. She got nice boobs too, not for nothing. The model chick. In any regard, they spoke about they spoke about where the guns were held. I'm gonna be able to break that down for y'all later. They spoke about where the guns was held. I actually drew a couple of diagrams because I had the opportunity to. So I drew a couple of diagrams for y'all, so y'all can understand. Well, I drew one diagram because I had to get back to the writing, but I drew a diagram for y'all so I could break it down to y'all and explain to you how it was actually. And I mean, I got the rest up here. I could finish drawing more diagrams so y'all can understand exactly how it was, where the weapons were held or stored or whatever the case is. Also, I just have more information because I write down just the innocuous information about everything. So I just have more information about how the police actually do their job, just to say. So I'll be able to break some of that down too, just so we can be clear. Just so we can be clear. They had photos of the interior and the exterior of Troy Ave's truck, Troy Ave's van. It was one of these type of vans, by the way. Just so you know, I believe this is the type of van. You see the type of van that's right there? That's the type of van it was. That type of van. Hey, look at her doing her photo shoot. She's lit. She got nice boots on too. Those boots is hard, right? She doing her photo shoot. If she turns around, you're gonna see it. She got nice boots. I know some of y'all out there is boob guys. I'm not really a boob guy. She got nice boobs. I know them when I see them. Hey, how you doing over there? Shorty over here laughing. I mean, I'm not really a boob guy. I'm black. I like butts and hips. I mean, I'm keeping it stacked. The fuck? Everybody in the world know this. In any regard, they put people's 23, people's 27, people's 32, people's 49, people's 50, people's 51, people's 52, and people's 53. That was entered, and that all has to do with the console that was inside the vehicle. So I'm assuming that there's people's 32 to people's 48, I believe. I'm thinking that might also have to do with stuff that regards with Troy Ave. She got nice boobs. Look, she got nice boobs. Move the hair. She got nice boobs. I can't see them. She got nice boobs. I don't like talking about people unless I could say something nice. To be honest with you. The defense actually did a real good cross that I'm going to tell y'all about. It's going to be later. The defense did a real, yeah, she got nice boobs. The defense did a real good cross. I'm going to tell y'all about it later. The defense did a real good cross. She's pretty. She's probably going to be an actress at some point. She's pretty. She's like, she saw me filming. She was like, God, let's get out of here. I don't care. Like, you're not even my type, babe. Anyway. Anyway, the defense did a really good cross. I'm gonna get to that later. The defense, I'm not gonna tell y'all right now, but the defense did a cross that caused for the prosecution to come back out and do a redirect. And in the redirect, the prosecution actually got their witness to admit that he didn't tell the truth about something. So I'm going to tell you about that later. Listen, I'm going to say this one more time. The defense came out in their cross-examination of one of the witnesses. Shout out to Judge Clot, okay? First of all, Judge Clot told everybody to the same, that's all you could ever ask for, is that the law is used appropriately for both sides. That's all you can ask. And he is 100% doing that. There is no bias in any way and in any regard. There is zero bias. Judge Clot is doing an incredible job. And y'all already know how I am. I don't care about saying stuff that make people not like me. Hold on one second. In any regard. So, Judge Clot, incredible judge. All you could ever ask is that it's fair down the middle. Remember, the judge is just there to make sure that the letter of the law is served and that the jury has the best possible opportunity, or should I say the jury gets all of the information the way that the law dictates that the information is supposed to be received. So what, I don't know how many court proceedings the rest of you guys have watched, but if you watch court proceedings, sometimes you'll see one of the attorneys asking a question and they leave it off ambiguously and try to escape from probably not knowing that certain information or trying to make certain information not available, so they don't ask the question in full. And sometimes you hear the judge stop and literally ask the witness questions. He does not do that. He did not do that. I think he did that maybe once or twice this whole entire trial so far. But generally, he gives the attorneys the opportunity to correct themselves. And that's what you want at the end of the day. And also, just so we can be clear, so the prosecution, I think she called herself 3 times today asking a leading question. And, generally, that I don't think she did it on purpose, by the way, either. I don't think she was committing any kind of malfeasance. I don't think she was attempting to ask a question that was misleading. I think that just in her asking of the question, while she was asking it, she realized that objections could have been made. But I'm going to tell you something that was super funny today. So the defense asked something, right? So the judge, okay. So the judge, okay. So the judge was waiting for the prosecution to object, but the prosecution didn't object. And the judge was I was waiting for the prosecution to object also, just so we can be clear. And they didn't object. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going on over here. Troy Ave has not been there today. How you doing? Troy Ave has not been there today. What time is it? I got to make sure that I actually eat my lunch. All right, I got time. So Troy Ave was not there today, but I thought that was funny because the defense said something. This is why I don't know what's going on. The defense asked the question, and when the defense asked the question, me myself, I was like, wait, what? Whatever. Yes, taxes. Yes, Kenneth Montgomery and Gilbert Bayonne. That's the lawyers. They're doing the best job that they could possibly do right now with what they have. I'm assuming that they're waiting for certain other things to become. She got it. She got it popping too. I mean, it's lit. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm thinking that they're waiting for their opportunity because you don't swing you don't swing at every pitch. You understand? So I think they have a plan, and what I do think is happening is they might not want the prosecution to be able to set up. Um, and this is just my opinion. I don't know nothing, but they might not be wanting to tip their hand. Is that a good way to say it? They don't want to tip their hand. Also, if you ever play spades with me, please hold your hand because I'm really good and I don't want to see your cards. Just so we can be clear. I'm really, really good. I do not want to see your cards. I usually spend the game playing spades, complaining that people on the other team aren't protecting their cards well enough. Um, well, are you saying how many witnesses they have or how many eyewitnesses? The prosecution did say how many witnesses they have. They said it day one, I believe, during, hold on. I'll tell you right now. That's a good question. They said it during opening statements, I believe. They have 18 statements that they're going to read in the evidence. 3 videos are going to be played. 7 phones were, that's the thing that the judge said, get out of here. We don't care about none of that. You're wasting my time. Shout out to Judge Clark. So they said 18 statements is going to be read. I don't see where I wrote down them saying anything about how many witnesses that they're going to call. But if they said it, I wrote it. So if I didn't write it, they didn't say it. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, they didn't say it. They didn't say how many witnesses they're going to call, but they did say they got 18 statements, so maybe 18 witnesses. What you mean any cameras in the court? We can't have cameras in the court. Oh, Lord, let me tell you what happened. So now they're not even letting people bring in your electric watches, the watches. Gosh, sheesh, I wash my hands too much and I don't got no lotion on me. So the watches that like the iPhone watches and the Android watches, they're not letting none of those in court no more. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it happened in this courtroom or in another courtroom, but apparently they don't want people videotaping or video recording audio specifically what's going on in the courtroom. They don't want nobody, and I'm here for that because I'm doing all of this writing down. Screw the rat bastard that come in and just try to record it. That's probably the douchebag that stole my pen. He was like, Jack is writing everything down, dang nabbit. I'm gonna take his pen because I'm lazy and all I wanted to do was record, and the recordings I can't do them no more. So that's probably the rat bastard that stole my pen. I just got another pen, man. I just asked the co-officer for a pen, and he gave me one. And I'm probably gonna go off the block and just buy a ballpoint pen right now, just so we could be clear. I'm just gonna probably just go cop a ballpoint pen because, a ballpoint pen is better for me to write with. Because but whatever I have to write with, I'm gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? God provides. Shout out to the Most High. So anyway, in any regard, let me get back to what happened today. So they got the Senate console. They show videos, photos of that about where they had the guy come in who it's literally one of his. I don't know if it's one of his main jobs with the police, but sheesh. But they had a guy call in, and basically, you want to know what his job is? His job is to find compartments in vehicles where they're hiding and stashing guns. And he doesn't even have to get shot at. Because how many of these guys do they have in one single city? They don't have that many people that can be a specialist at this. So he's a specialist at this. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit of his credentials real quick before we go in, before I get to the next thing. Yes, Troy Ave is gonna be testifying. He don't got no choice. What are you talking about? Y'all want him to go to jail for 1,000,000 years? Y'all just be wanting people to go to jail for 1,000,000 years, yo. That'll be the day that. Now I don't know how the whole altercation happened. Don't get me confused. But the way that the altercation is allegedly happened, if you listen to the prosecution, if the prosecution is correct, somebody tried to go after Troy Ave and kill Troy Ave's friend, probably his best friend, right? So you trying to tell me you're gonna go to jail for 1,000,000 years to keep that secret? What in the hell? Damn. So I'm not saying that that's what happened, though, just so we can be clear. I'm saying that that's what the case is that the prosecution is putting on. Because, people like just putting words in my mouth. I'm not going to jail for that neither. So I'm just letting you know. If one of y'all fools pull up on me and try to do some kind of weirdo shit with me, and I end up getting a gun, and I'm not going to jail for that neither. So I don't know what you got 107 people here. Hit that like button. I'm not going to jail for that neither. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm just be honest. I'm not saying one thing happened or the other happened. I wasn't there. I could just tell you about how the situation, what they said happened. If he lived by the street code, then he's probably paid. If he's living by the street code, then I think I know that guy. If he's living by the street code, then yeah, I'm not living. I'm a whole civilian. If you pull up on me, I'm doing everything that I need to do, and then if I gotta take the stand, I'm gonna be up there with a coffee, drinking my coffee. I'm gonna be relaxed and shit. I'm gonna be up there just chilling. We ain't doing that. I don't commit crimes. I don't know no other way to say this. Don't commit crimes. Don't encourage other people to commit crimes. We are against the crimes. We are 100% against the crimes. Crimes are bad. In any regard. So this dude, the dude used to work he used to work on cars before he joined the police force. I like when girls run dainty, like real girly. I like when girls run like girls. Like when you run like a whole dude and you huffing and puffing. I'm like, I don't know about that. I agree. You should not do the crime if you do not want to do the time. I'm saying just don't do the crime. Don't even think, you know what, I could do 5 years. Just don't do the crime. Get something else going on. Figure something else out, please. Anyway, what up, Nick the Slick? Shout out to the Jets. So we're gonna try to. I hope. I don't know what time. I don't know what time we're gonna finish today. But if we finish today at a good time, then obviously I'm gonna be able to get back to whatever I gotta do, and we're gonna be try to go live today around 6:30, maybe 7. Depends on when we get out of here. In any regard, the dude that they had find the damn thing, he has. This is his. He just does so much stuff. A lot of stuff was going on. So they got pictures of the truck, the DA, the cross-examination. Basically, the dude allegedly didn't know anything about anyone involved in the situation. The only thing that the dude knew is that there was a compartment, alleged compartment in the vehicle that he ended up finding. So he didn't know nothing about nothing. He wasn't here to talk about Troy. He wasn't here to talk about TaxStone. But the thing that kills me is, just so we can be clear, none of this is evidence against TaxStone. So I don't understand how they're gonna make this evidence against TaxStone. I guess they're trying to track the gun. That's about the best I could get out of this. They're trying to track the gun. Because Troy Ave is going to get on the stand at some point or another, and then he's going to say where the gun was. So I'm assuming they're just trying to track the gun, and that's why they had to have the people on there talking about, they had to have the person talking about where the compartment was in the vehicle. I'm assuming they're going to try to, this is all assumptions at this point. If I'm right, that just once again goes to show you I know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes about law. I understand strategy. Copy? In any regard, they had another dude come up there. He was a digital consultant. And this is when they was talking about the TMZ video. I was only able to jot this down up until the point where I couldn't see the video, I couldn't see the screen any further because the DA was standing in my way, and I didn't want to keep getting up and moving in the courtroom because they have this guy's on trial for his life. I'm not trying to be a distraction. That's one. Two, um, like, what are you gonna do? You understand what I'm saying? She's doing her job. I'm doing my job based off of her doing her job. You understand what I'm saying? So that don't even make sense for me to go and, you know, try to in any way interrupt or do anything that's gonna prevent her from being able to do her job. That don't make sense. But at the same time, I can't report on half of what she says after I can't see no more, because that's not fair to the defendant. You understand? So if I'm doing whatever reporting I'm doing, and the DA is only allowing me to see a little piece of the video and then they're in the way and I can't see the rest of the video, then they're allowing me to see more of the video, then they're in the way and I can't see the rest of the video. That's not fair. That's not fair to this guy who's fighting for his life. So once that situation happened, I just wrote down, DA is blocking. I couldn't see it. It is what it is. But basically they were showing, I'll tell you, I can tell you what it is up until then, but it was basically the video that we all saw that TMZ uploaded on YouTube. But I do have something to say about that video. I'm gonna go actually, I do have something to say about that video because I did find something that was pretty curious. And that's why I don't know if she was standing in my way on purpose or by accident. But you know, who am I at the end of the day, right? But I did notice something about the video. I don't know if I want to speak on what I noticed, just so we can be clear. This dude's on the trial for his life. You understand? I'm not the dudes out here that just, I'm not here for clout. I don't know no better way to explain this. I'm not here for clout. I get it that there's a lot of people that's into shit for clout. I'm not no clout chaser. Yes, he see me in court. He knows who I am. I keep telling y'all, everybody knows who I am. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, he knows who I am, homie. Like, what the fuck? I'm Jack Frost. The fuck? Stop believing them hating videos. Believe me, they're sending you the wrong way. Stop believing the hating videos. Believe me, they're sending you the wrong way. Believe me when I tell you that. Yes, he knows who I am. Yes, everybody in the court knows who I am. Just so we can be clear, I wouldn't be surprised if almost everybody in the damn building know who I am. Stop believing the haters. That's all I say. I didn't hear the Nori diss on TaxStone, so I don't have a opinion on it. I gotta actually hear the Nori diss on TaxStone to have an opinion. I have not the slightest idea. Her jacket was hanging low. I wanted to see what was happening down there. Anyway, so I don't know the Nori diss on TaxStone. I guess I'll try to look into it. I don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, the only thing I could say is this, and I'm not going to stop saying this. When you're a content creator, what up, Arthur D. Glass? Salute. When you're a content creator, you can't allow for people to get you mad at other people to the point where you stalk them. You understand? God, sheesh. You can't allow for the people that is in your community to get you to act outside of yourself. You can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? My belief is this. I could be wrong, but my belief is TaxStone wouldn't be in the situation that he's in right now. Banger would still be alive if cooler heads could have prevailed. You understand? If cooler heads could have prevailed. If there could have been a point in this time where they were arguing that they don't have to come together and be cool, but they could have just started deciding to talk about other shit other than each other. You understand? We got 118 people in here, man. Hit that like button. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not talking crazy or nothing like that. I'm not going at nobody. But I'm just saying, when you're a content creator, you can't allow for the people that come into your chat. You can't allow for the people in your, and I fell victim to that before, so that's why I know this lesson. This is not me just saying something because I think I'm better than anybody or nothing like that. She's smoking weed. Is that a kid in there? That better be a dog in that stroller. That better be a dog in that stroller. Why did we hide Mike Jones? I didn't get a chance to see what he said. Why we hid Mike Jones? Unhide Mike Jones. Let him say whatever crazy thing he want to say again so I can see it. Matter of fact, I don't know what Mike Jones that is. Don't unhide him. I'm going to take your word on it. Copy? I'm going to have faith. All right, so, you want to hit him. Thank you. Because, you know, just Mike Jones, even if it's the Mike Jones I argue with sometimes, he's been here a little bit. You got to give people that come into the chat and don't always argue. We got to give them a little bit of leeway. Copy? Appreciate you. Can you tell me what he said? No, don't tell me what he said. Text me what he said. DM it to me. Take a screenshot and DM it to me. All right, so, because I can't check it right now. So, so this is what I'm saying. You can't allow, and I got to get ready to go. You can't allow for the people in your community to pull up in your community, talk crazy, and then now you arguing at somebody for 6 months. You arguing at somebody for 7 months. You arguing at somebody for 8 months, a year. Like, you can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be better. Like, even if you love your content creator, why would you want him beefing with somebody for an extended period of time? That's not helping his platform, and that's also not doing any good for his mental health. So if you love your content creator, why would you even want that? You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, keep them hid. Yeah, keep them hid. Keep them hid. Keep them all the way hid. So that's what you got to do. You understand what I'm saying? Just so we can be clear. That energy. You understand? That energy. So if you love your content creator, if you love this person that you go to their platform, you go to their channel, if you love them, why would you want them arguing with somebody like all the time? Like, that's not good for their mental health. That's not, like, how could they be their most magnificent self, their most magnanimous self? How could they be their greatest self? You understand what I'm saying? This is the actual trial. This is the third day of the trial. He hasn't been found guilty of anything. He's still presumed innocent. So, you know, we're not supposed to be on that energy. That's all I'm saying. So you want them to be, you want the, whatever you go to, whatever page you go to, whoever you like. You understand? We are definitely doing a recap tonight around 6:30, depending on when I get out of here and get back to the crib. We're gonna 100% do a recap. I'm gonna break all of the, and then remember, the day's not done. I'm just telling y'all a little bit of stuff, not too much. I don't tell y'all nothing that's off the record, by the way. So if there's anything happening in the court that's off the record, I'm not telling y'all none of that, because we're not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? We're not on that type of time. We're gonna make sure that we follow all the rules and by the court. We're gonna make sure that we follow all the rules by the court. Period. All right. So we're not doing none of that, just so we can be clear. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Go out there, okay. Everybody enjoy your day. Go out there, do something positive. Find something positive to do with yourself. We need more good people in the world. That's the best way that I could put it. Be one of those good people. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back later. I'm out.